And gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. And I'm Donte Payne. You hear the lovely Miss Briana Marrae on the side, on the air with me. Let's get it. Oh, I thought you couldn't. That delay.
What's
But
going on, y'all?
we got another exciting show. We got more music, more problems.
He said, okay then.
Yes, I said more problems, but we also got more updates,
More updates.
sports updates. Sports is pretty much coming back with social distance protocols, and
Well, a lot of things are coming back now, aren't they?
they are one day at a time. We got to take it that way. That's the best way to do it.
That
One
is true. I
day.
was trying to join the live with you, but I couldn't do it.
Oh, it's alright.
No,
They get
it's not. I don't want to join the live with you.
well, it's letting me
What? What?
because you're not on the iOS device. That's what. It's all good.
I am an iPad device.
Mm. Cause I see the option to bring a couple other people online, but it is what it is. But let's kick off this day right. So let's jump
You
in.
just don't do it right. That's the point.
Well, you start the live up, invite me, and I'll join. That's how we'll do that.
Shut up.
All right. But here's Rich from the Pool. Want it all. Here on Dragon Sports Live. Y'all can catch us on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. So it ain't gotta be none of those three, but those the main three. You feel me? But without further ado, Rich from the Pool.
Oh,
Want it all, and we'll be back with the breakdown of what's going on in our Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Rich from the pole. Just in case you ain't know, man. Hey. I want it all. You know I want it all. I ain't fake it to make it. I represent the pole. Not a Jamaican, but marijuana I'm blazing. Always been paper chasing. Dreams starting to happen lately. I want it all. You know I want it all. Loose lips, get the spit smacked up out they jaw. I'm so official, might as well give me a whistle. G-Phasals, no pistol, don't need it, that simple. Track me, I'ma come in first place by any means. Nothing new to me, been shitting on all my enemies. Competition, what is that? Trucking through like a running back. Hurdle with the sack, I see the money, you see my jets. Going hard, can't relax, I'm a fiend for a wood of thrax. If I'm feeling jiggy, that pill gon' drop, I do my dance. They ain't think I had it in me, now they starting to show respect. Nightmares leave a nigga shaking in their swing. Grim Reaper coming for you, he's shaking his dreads. I seen this scene before on TV, better be prepared. No mask on his face, oh you best be scared. Everyone knows he don't plan to leave no witnesses. I'm fourth quarter clutch, Jordan ain't come close to this. New age is destroying real rap, losing common sense. Weak Tim's on my feet when I'm outside trapping in the snow. Gotta get these dead presidents, only goal I know. I want it all, you know I want it all. I ain't fake it to make it, I represent the pole. Not a Jamaican, but marijuana I'm blazing. Always been paper chasing, dreams starting to happen lately. I want it all, you know I want it all. Loose lips, get the spit smacked up out they jaw. I'm so official, might as well give me a whistle. G-Phasals, no pistol, don't need it, that simple. The streets done turn they back on niggas. That's why I can't trust the streets. You niggas killing for a name. Me, I murder beats. Bobby smurder when I dance. Yeah, it's a bopping fast. Sitting back, I remember them days when I ain't have to stress. Now I can't sit back, my brain working. Look at it flex. Apologies to the ones I had to leave inside the past. All I see is visions, like my glasses got prescriptions. I can see what you cannot. I told you the tunnel close to ending. Now it's all shine, no darkness, no night. Feels so right. Many men have said I wouldn't arrive to this fist fight. Channing Tatum, yeah, I want it all. This some slight. If I die, I still hope I can ball. In paradise, inhale the reefer and I choke. I just might pass out, don't wanna see the Lord. No, it ain't my time with this music shit. My spirits had a good flight, taking something to the grave. Yeah, y'all gon' be aight. I want it all, you know I want it all. I ain't faking to make it, I represent the pole. Not a Jamaican, but marijuana I'm blazing. Always been paper chasing, dreams starting to happen lately. I want it all, you know I want it all. Loose lips, get the spit smacked up out they jaw. I'm so official, might as well give me a whistle. G-facial, no pistol, I don't need it that simple. Ha.
Put this in your mental, we can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here and it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. I know the real, I see inside you. In search of true love, they still trying to find you. I can't define you. Talking about heaven's how I describe you. I see you when we do whatever we got time to. All alone, all the time, yeah. Put this in your mental, we can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here, but it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. King forever, king forever, king forever, king forever. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever. King forever, king forever, king forever, king forever, king forever. When you say come, I'm gon' pull up. I go stupid for your love, but over time I'll get gooder. If I ever go away, I'll come back and you'll be right where I left you. Waiting for my love, and I just wanna give it to you. Put this in your mental, we can take over the world together. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere. You can hit my line whenever. Oh, it starts right here, but it ends in heaven. Girl, you know you're queen and I'm king forever.
And we are back. Ooh. A little bit too much feedback in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So, let's get it cracking with our baseball. And good news for baseball right now. I should say great news. Well, yeah, it's good news. Because we got the Mariners who announced pay cuts, but no layoffs. So it means everybody still got their jobs. They're just taking a little bit of a cut. But owners did approve Major League Baseball season plan for July. So it's going to be the proposal has 82 games, a universal DH, and 14 playoff teams instead of your typical 11. So that's the plan for baseball. The proposed plan, anyways. One of them. Nothing to say
What?
about the proposed baseball plan. What do you think about it?
Good for baseball. I'm not a huge baseball fan, so you know.
Alrighty, okay. I guess I'll do the baseball stuff myself.
I'm just saying, I'm not a big baseball fan. Like, that's gonna be good for them. They gotta approve MLB plan for July. But the only thing about it is that they have to be a little more careful when they're going into like the winter months because you're gonna have done with that and the flu season. That's all I was saying.
Well, that's well said. Well, that is that. Um, we got Korean baseball already. Japanese baseball is actually getting ready to start too, and that start date is June. And then the factory that makes Louisville Slugger bats resumes production with the calls social distance precautions. And then during the Korean baseball game, they interviewed Trevor Bauer from the Cincinnati Reds, and they mistakenly put his phone number on there and gave out his phone number by mistake, which he used that to advantage and turned it to a giveaway. So you had to call his number, listen to the voicemail to figure out how you're gonna win and how you're gonna get in there, which I thought was very clever on his part. It was some cleats. It was some, I think it was a glove and then a signed autograph baseball and a signed jersey or something like that. Which, like I said, is very clever on his part to do that. I don't know, a mistake that ESPN made. So, big ups to him on that. But Ray's Blake Snell, he doesn't like the idea of, which is one of the limitations that we got with this proposal. He don't like the 50-50 deal because they take a pay cut. Everybody would take a pay cut. And he wanted like, no, I want my money.
Okay, here's another question. Is he still getting his money? Even though it's 50 is a pay cut, is he still getting his money?
Yeah, so what?
Okay, now I'm gonna come to this. He's still getting his money. Meanwhile, it is 336 million or billion people in the United States. The 36 million of that have filed for unemployment. So I really have an issue with him saying you don't like the fact that you're getting a pay cut. You're still getting a paycheck. There are people that have been off for 2-3 months that's not getting a paycheck. That has filed for unemployment that's still not getting unemployment.
What? That's
you're
true.
making $100+ million and you're complaining because you gotta take a pay cut? No.
What it is?
Over.
It's a pay cut on top of a pay cut is what it is.
Okay, you're still getting money.
Hey,
I understand people that want to be selfish, like, well, if I don't get all my money, I don't play. Guess what? Then don't play.
true.
But don't sit back and bitch and complain because you ain't getting all your money. You still got more money than anybody else.
Well, we don't know what his situation is. Everybody's situation is different, but
Everybody's situation, but I can tell you, he's still getting a six-figure pay salary compared to anybody else.
that's
So
true.
excuse me if I have little feeling for him because he's got an attitude.
It's just one of many.
And they can have an attitude. You still getting a check? I don't understand. I don't understand what people get off feeling like, well, I should get all my money. It's a pandemic. They're still trying to allow you to play. It's not like they said, oh, we're going to cancel the whole season and start over in 2021.
That is also true. But in a more positive note, the Rangers' new stadium will be able to host drive-in concerts.
Huh?
They their stadium will be able to host drive-in concerts.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to get in your car, pull into the stadium, and jam out inside your car.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was kind of intrigued by that. I'm curious to see how that would be. Like,
That's very interesting. So you just gonna have a bunch of people in their cars in the stadium.
yeah, but that's gonna be hell trying to get out of there.
That it is, but you came in your car, you go back out in your car. When the traffic bad, just kick back into you.
That is true. And we might also have a return of the Little League. I like watching the Little Leaguers. So, yay. And
We shall see how this is going to unfold. And I'm sorry if I got a little bit heated, but I'm sorry, dude got on my nerves.
It's just one person.
It's one person, but I'm just saying, when you sit there and you think like, okay, I have this, and you look at people, you go right down the street, you look at homeless people are literally having to be held up in hotels just so that they're a little bit safer from what's going on. And you're complaining because you're getting a pay cut and another pay cut, bro. No.
Hey, a lot of other people, they just want to play, so.
Right. And you threatening, well, I'm not gonna play. Well, good for you.
It is.
Good for you.
It is what it is. But we do got some more music for you guys. Next song that's coming up, wow, I just sounded so country.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm like, you from Alabama? Is that something you need to tell me?
My grandma's from Mississippi. My great grandma anyway, so.
Got a little twang coming out,
Yeah, I love country. They used to call me country back in high school, especially in the choir. But here's a song called Runner by Good Ghost. All these songs, support these artists, buy their music. Apple Music, Spotify, iHeart, or whatever. They on all streaming forms, so go ahead, check them out, listen to their music. Without further ado, here's the Runner.
Water's moving in, take a dip and then we'll see it settling.
realized that song had that long guitar rip at the end, but moving on along. NBA is possibly here with the account of a proposal that Stephen A. doesn't like. If you watched First Take today, those who didn't, we can enlighten you. Can I have what you having?
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh.
you weren't saying that.
I was. But I think somehow you got cut out. But anyways, as I was saying before, Stephen A. was having a field day fit on First Take. You want to
Stephen A. had a nervous breakdown this morning.
You want to enlighten the fans of Dragon Sports Live?
I will enlighten the fans. You know, I was going to actually play the video. Would you like me to play the video instead?
Well, you can. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Keep talking. I'm gonna get this queued up for you.
But yes, he did have a breakdown. We will play that clip from First Take, from those who watch sports all the time.
That was an understatement. I mean, he went in. I'm like, Stephen A., calm down. Just to give you a breakdown. So he was really having a fit because the NBA is finally taking steps to come back. And so Stephen A. was like, here y'all go.
So brilliant if they're able to pull this off. And I know there will be a lot of people that will probably be frustrated at this, particularly the teams that are maybe in the 7th or 8th spots, right? Because I know they put in their time and their effort throughout the course of the regular season. But there is an entertainment factor here for the people at home that Adam is very aware of, and same with some of the owners, is that teams, after the 10 games, you have position spots that will be fought after for, okay? And then teams that are slated 7 through 15 will then go into a one-game tournament-style elimination that will lead to teams that are 7th and 8th spots that will participate in the playoffs, and then we'll go into the playoffs. I'm not saying it's right. I know the teams that have been fighting for those 7th and 8th seeds all year long are probably going to be potentially really frustrated at this, but from a fan viewing perspective, if you're able to give me 10 games, and then those teams 7 through 15, it's a one-game playoff elimination series. So a team that was on the outside looking in has a chance. They have the same motivation. The team number 15 has the same motivation for the team that's slotted at the 7th seed position, has a chance to go for those 7th and 8th seeds. To see that will be extremely entertaining. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. I just know it's definitely one of the ideas that's being floated around in those private rooms.
Well, let me be the first to say this, Jay. That better not happen. It better not happen. Not all the other 14, 15 teams.
Why? You don't want to be
better not, Max. Max, let me tell you something right now. I'm going to lose my mind. Let me say this, Max. Let me put it again. I didn't listen, Jay. This is the first I heard about that. I didn't know that part. I didn't even ask about it. It never even entered my mind, so I'm hearing it from you, Jay. I'm going to rely on you, your source. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Max, work with me for a second. Just listen to this, okay? We got the Portland Trail Blazers, all right, in the Western Conference. New Orleans with Zion and the crew. Sacramento's got the same record as New Orleans. I got that. Even San Antonio on the outside looking in. And I guess you could use Phoenix. All right, because they only had 2 games out of that, back from those guys. Minnesota's 19-45 when the season was suspended. The Golden State Warriors, as Steve Kerr said, they're 15-50. Let me go to the East. The Washington Wizards, they 28 and a half games out of first place. They 5.5 games back from the 8th seed. Charlotte, Chicago, New York, Detroit, Atlanta, Cleveland. Hell no. One game? No. Actually, no. You're going home anyway.
If it is one game, game, Max. What if Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry come back for Golden State? What if KD and Kyrie come back for the Saints?
Hold on, Max. That's jacked up. Listen, 15 and 50, and you got a chance to play your way into the playoffs. Come on, y'all.
Try this.
Stop.
Try this year, Stephen A. It's an extra year.
Win your play-in game. Try that one. Win your play-in game. Look, no matter what happens this season, no matter what happens, no matter who wins, will be excuses. Be legitimate. People will question the winner. By the way, when the Knicks in 99,
not like this, Max.
because of the work stoppage, only 50 games, they were an 8 seed. They made it to the finals. I've heard people say the Spurs. I've heard people say the Spurs really got 4.
I feel like throwing my spring water on you.
What about that season?
You gotta be kidding me,
If
man.
you want to go to the playoffs, win your playoffs.
All right.
I love it.
That's just part of it. And that ain't even the best part.
But from
But
what
yeah,
y'all can hear,
But I mean, Stephen A. So basically, what was going on was it was First Take this morning. Jay Williams was on there, and Jay Will brought up the fact that they could have like a one playoff elimination for teams that were 7 through 15. And so Stephen A's point, Stephen A's meltdown was basically like, has a team like you look at the Golden State Warriors, for example, who was my squad, but they're 15 to 50 this year. So you think he was basically saying, if you think about it, there's a chance a 15 to 50 team could be in the playoffs. And to a certain degree, I agree with Stephen A. I don't think that's going to be fair, especially if you've had teams that have been battling all season for those spots, and you're going to give that to somebody that's not deserving of it. So,
and see, I agree with that too. But here's what I was thinking: why not? If you're gonna bring the season back, right? You gotta just use the teams that was on the bubble of either being in that 8th seed, 7th seed, or whatever that was on that bubble. Like you said, not the Warriors, not the Bulls, not the Hawks. And a couple of just the teams that was close, the teams that was, like I said, that's on that bubble. So
let's just say maybe you do it for like teams that were like 7, 8, 9, and 10. Do 7 through 10, because 7 through 10, those teams are still like decent. But to say you're gonna do it for teams like, no offense, Bulls fan, Chicago in the house, but no, not the Chicago Bulls, because I'm sorry. When the coach for the Bulls called a time out on a fast break, you are no longer qualified to be in the playoffs. I don't care.
she said, "You no longer to be qualified in the playoffs."
I sure did. Do not get me on the Stephen A. rant about the Bulls coach. We have new, executives and GMs. Can we get a new coach, please?
Well, they are evaluating. They are.
What's to evaluate? The man called the timeout on the fast break. Luka Doncic, who is 20 years old, is standing on the sidelines like, no, this man did not call the timeout. And here's what makes it worse. I wouldn't even care so much if we was down by 15. We was down by 2 and could have tied the game. And he ruined it.
But then they won that game? I thought they won that game. I thought they won it.
No, we lost 107 to 109.
Oh, well.
All because dude want to be stupid.
Look, it happens, but, the Bulls is not the factor right now. We talking about these teams that's on the bubble. That's...
Well, while I'm here, because I have my trusty information today, see, I came prepared. See, Donte always says I'm not prepared, so I came prepared tonight.
Hey. Tell the truth.
I mean, to a certain degree, he has a point. Normally, I'm not, so I came prepared. Plus, I got a new iPad, y'all, so I'm working over here. But okay, let's look at the standings. Let's get the teams that deserve it. I'm gonna give you standings. So, when you look at the East, you have At number 7, you have the Brooklyn Nets. At 8, you have the Orlando Magic. The Brooklyn Nets are 30 and 34. The Orlando Magic is 30 and 35.
And then who's onto them?
After Orlando Magic, you have the Washington Wizards at 24 and 40. Charlotte Hornets at 23 and 42. And you have the Chicago Bulls at 22 and 43. Do you want all the people that's after that?
Nah, so basically, like, those teams could have been on the bubble to catch or make
Orlando. And then if you want to, so that's the Eastern Conference. I'll give you the Western Conference. You got at number 7, the Dallas Mavericks at 40 and 27. Wow. 40 and 27, the West gives you the 7. Okay.
Nah, the West, they was like going back and forth, like.
Right. So, I'm going to keep going. You got Dallas at number 7, 40 and 27. You got the Grizzlies at number 8 at 32 and 33. Then you got the Portland Trailblazers at 29 and 37. The Pelicans at 28 and 36. The Kings at 28 and 36. And the Spurs at 27 and 36. Get out!
Nah, it was a battle in the West.
My bad, John. So I can see one playoff elimination.
Like a tournament. Look, like a tournament to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, like it's a one play-in tournament for the playoffs. Because when you look at the West, it's way close. You got literally 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the Pelicans, Kings, Spurs, and even the Suns to a less degree that they're literally like 1 to 3 games apart. So that would make sense. Golden State is already eliminated from contention, so that means nothing. Wow. Yeah. Golden State is the only team that's eliminated from contention. But yeah, so I see where they're going, but I'm just saying, make it certain teams. Don't make it all 7 through 15, because like Steve Kerr said, his team already in off season.
That is true. And that was a good transition right there, because that brought up key points. Like, you already got teams working as the season is already over.
Right, because they know they're not going anywhere. So it wouldn't make any sense to bring back a team like that. Like I'm saying, bring back teams where it's still important to them. But don't bring back teams that it's not important for them to come when they already, working like it's the off season.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you already, like you said, they already been eliminated, they weren't going to make the playoffs.
Right.
Let them keep rehabbing Clay. Let Terry keep rehabbing, even though he came back. But, just get some more rehab in. You also lost Kevon Looney, had core surgery, so let him rehab.
Right. Like, just let everybody rehab, get healthy, come back next season, hit the ground running, because it's going to be the return of the Warriors. We coming back. We was going to have a bad season. It was just inevitable because we let Andre Iguodala go, Sean Livingston go. He retired after that, So it was a lot of changes going around. Damn.
Hey, it is what it is. It happened.
It is. It definitely is what it is.
China, on the other hand, they're possibly on the restart, but they're not playing any NBA games, or I should say, airing any NBA games.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a little situation with China. I'll let you take that lead on that one.
All because of Daryl Morey.
Yeah, Daryl Morey basically made, for all intents and purposes, derogatory comments towards China. So now, and he said this while there were actually NBA players in China. And so he made these comments. So basically, in other words, China ain't feeling us right now. So
yeah, they just not feeling certain,
They not feeling
him,
They're not good with certain people.
but they're gonna punch the whole NBA. So
Yeah, so you know,
that's a big chunk of fans you losing over there.
that is a very big chunk of fans you're losing. So you know,
And then Alabama State hires Mo Williams as head coach,
yes, they did.
which, that's another move that I was expecting, but he has been around the league. So it'd be kind of weird. It'd be weird seeing him as a coach. Just like you didn't know, who was it? Kevin Ollie, who used to play with the Sixers. You didn't know he was a coach.
Right.
So it'd be good to see him coaching. It's your first experience. So you start in college. Some people start in high school or grammar school, move up. Hey, maybe we'll see him in the NBA one day.
Maybe we will.
So, hey. Who else? It was somebody else that became a coach. Was it Tamaya Moore or something like? I can't think of her name.
Not Tamika Catchings.
No, it was
I can't think.
well, I know we mentioned it before. She became a head coach as well as a softball coach. So when the name come back to us, we'll remind you of what her name is. But I can't think of her name right now at the moment. Got a brain fart.
Right.
Las Vegas Aces center Jisoo Park will sit out the 2020 season if they have one, which was actually supposed to start this month. So that's been pushed back. She gonna stay and train in Korea, back at where she's from. So she's sitting out, and she was just a 21-year-old.
Okay.
Already sitting out the season.
Wow. So
Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying it's just I know we're talking about NBA, but I'm looking. It's just a lot of NFL news that's happened recently. So I'm just saying.
Go ahead, keep talking.
No, it was just what we kind of bouncing around, which kind of makes things fun. But I'm just reading like a little bit some of like the latest news, and you have Jets and Jamal Adams reaching impasse in contract talks. Sources said, let's get the full story. It says the New York Jets and Jamal Adams have reached an impasse in contract talks. Sources confirmed to ESPN, raising tensions between the team and the star safety. The two sides have had multiple conversations since the draft, but the Jets told them they would prefer to wait on a long-term extension, and Adams wants a deal done before the season. Sources said the Adams camp is upset, claiming the Jets are dragging their feet, sources said. On Wednesday, the possibility of a trade came up in a conversation between two sides, but, sources said, there are conflicting accounts on how serious those talks were. So the Jets remain intent on signing Adams to an extension and have no desire to trade him, the source said. Adams is said to be open to a trade if his contract demands aren't met. More than half the teams in the league have reached out to the Jets to express interest, according to a source. Clearly, there's a fundamental difference on the timing of a potential extension. They haven't discussed money yet. Adams, eligible for a new contract now that he has completed his third season, said in January he wants an extension by the start of 2020. He is due to make $3.5 million in 2020. His salary jumps to $9.9 million in 2021. The amount of his fifth-year option. Conversely, the Jets don't feel there's a sense of urgency because they have Adams under team control for at least 2 years. They also have the option of the franchise tag in 2022. Another component is the uncertainty created by the coronavirus pandemic, which could have a massive impact on NFL revenue. Since 2011, only 16 of the 223 first-round picks received a new contract after their third season. The most recent was Carolina Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, who was drafted 8th overall in 2017, 2 spots after Adams.
Yeah. Turmoil in New York. Because on top of it, Adams won a new contract. They just also got Frank Gore. So now you'll have Le'Veon Bell and Frank Gore too.
And you speaking of that, Jets Frank Gore says AFC East is wide open now without Tom Brady.
I don't know about that. Cause
What team you picking for the AFC East?
the only reason I say I don't know about that,
Because Bill Belichick is still in the AFC East.
yes, and Bill Belichick is a master phenom. He know how, and you re-sign Matthew Slater, right?
Right.
You re-sign Patrick Chung,
Okay.
the McCurtney twins, the twins, and you still got most of your defensive pieces, and you got a couple offensive pieces who will be healthy because you got Edelman, you got Mohamed Sanal, N'Keal Harry. So it's like you got some pieces. Like we shall see. Once we get close to the season, then I'll make my pick, and I'll guarantee I'll make a pick. It may not even be my team, my own team, the Patriots. It may be a different team, but I'll make my pick then. But just because they still got pieces that they retain,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one. Who do you think?
Honestly, and this might be a surprise. I'm thinking Buffalo, or I'm even gonna put Miami up there.
Now I may put Miami up there.
I'm just saying Buffalo has some pieces. You know, Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, because they did just get
Is it Josh Allen or Josh
Diggs.
Rosen? I think it's Allen. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen. But
Josh
I
Allen
feel
is at
like
Buffalo.
okay, thank you. 'Cause I'm like, wait, it's two of them. But no, Josh Allen. I mean, he's improving, and then they also got him a deep threat and Stephon Diggs. So you just never know.
Maybe, long as he can hold the ball and not fumble. See, his problem was he fumbled the ball too much. Kept trying to be Superman and
He kept
fumble the
trying to
ball.
get the ball.
Yes. So, we shall see on that. What other football news we got? We got a lot of football news though.
What else? What else I got? I'm reading over here. Let's see what else we got. So,
Oh, Cowboys, ex-Cowboy Taco Charlo and Marquise Lee. Now they both got signed to different teams. Marquise Lee is with the Patriots, and I forgot what Taco went to.
where's Nicky go to?
I forgot, but they're both embracing their new opportunities. Like
Did he go
Taco,
to? Did he go to Detroit?
I think he did.
Taco Charlton.
Either way,
No, he went to the Chiefs.
oh yeah, that's where he went. He went to the Chiefs. So either way, both of these players basically got another opportunity. Marquise
Yep.
Lee was injured, so he getting that opportunity to showcase who he is. Taco, he basically said he found a new fuel, a new burn just to show like who he is and that he's better than way he was in previous situations. So
Well,
both
I
of these,
mean, you have to believe him on that. I mean, he's going to the reigning Super Bowl champions So
Or that means you got to show out. You
right,
can't
so
come
he
over there.
gotta bring it.
If you want to get your starting position, you got to show out.
You gotta show out and show up. Also, not a lot of people know this, but Redskins rookie wide receiver Antonio Gandy Golden tested positive for the virus in March.
Yeah, and he stayed to himself.
He stayed to himself. He's doing good. And there's also we touched on this last week, but not DeAndre Baker and Quinn Dunbar have both pled not guilty in the robbery.
Oh yeah, they both played not guilty. They both turned themselves in, but you also have witnesses that say it wasn't them. So we shall see what the judge say and what goes on with that.
Right.
And so we got young rookie Thaddeus Moss. He's not looking to use his last name because you know who his father is, his Randy Moss. He basically out here to make his own identity. So he like, hey, y'all can ask me all the questions y'all want, but if it ain't really about me, keep it moving. I'm willing to answer those questions, but I'm here to make a name for myself and not who my dad was. I'm out here to make Thaddeus Moss the name that you're gonna talk about.
Right. Not Randy Moss.
So yeah. And then speaking of the Giants though, so the Giants are going to look like past Cowboys. You know why? Because we got Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator, who was the offensive coordinator head coach for the Cowboys. So
Right. So, a lot of switch up is happening in the NFC East. I mean, you got a lot going on. You have, like you said, new coach in Dallas, new coach in new everything in New York, and let's see how it goes.
well, with the Giants situation, so it's bad. Like they gonna run each other when since Jason Garrett is offense coordinator, you got Daniel Jones calling Tommy Romo for advice, and um Barkley asking Ezekiel Elliott for advice.
Wow.
So they probably gonna look and feel like the Dallas Cowboys, just with a little bit of pizzazz. Don't ask me why I did that. I just did that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say nothing.
Well, I had to let everybody else know. I just did. It's like, so if you heard me do that, it just came out that way. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Charger center Mike Pouncey, he's cleared to play after neck surgery he underwent in week 5. So he's back clear to play. And football injuries, a neck injury is that could be season easy.
Yeah.
So welcome back. That's all we're gonna say. Now, even though a lot of the programs are still doing virtual workouts, practice may be able to held in certain states, but it's good to see you be back there. I don't know what type of workout you're doing. Gotta be doing something. Everybody gotta be doing something. Especially
you gotta be doing something to stay healthy. And of course, while you was talking about that, about the Rams, Aaron Donald says it wouldn't be fun to play NFL games without fans, but it's gonna be that way.
Yeah. If y'all want that experience, come to the University of Chicago. Y'all get that experience because we have fans, but they don't cheer.
They don't. They have nothing. That is that is like the worst crowd ever. I've been to a couple university games, University of Chicago games. I'm like, I mean, they team get like a touchdown. They just, yeah. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, they don't get charged enough. Trust me, I worked those games, so I know.
I mean, I'm over there cheering like, go, go. They just, like, it's awful.
Oh man. But hey, but look.
Yeah.
Speaking of Aaron Donald, though, what y'all think about the new uniforms?
They look really cool, but somebody who is not feeling them is
And I was young Eric Dixon.
LA Rams great Eric Dickerson. He said it looked basically what he said. It basically looks soft.
He said it makes the team look soft, and we some Rams, we some tough.
Yeah, so he ain't feeling it.
I like them. I like theirs and the Chargers' new uniforms. Even the Patriots' new uniforms.
And you're still a Patriots fan, so you have to support them.
Oh, I'm a Patriots and Bears fans.
I am not a Patriots fan.
Yeah, you Saints and Bears, so what's up?
Thank you. And Tom Brady, they had to come to our division.
Hey, Breeze versus Brady. More than once a year.
I don't care. They don't need to come to my division. We still gonna beat them. I don't care if they do got Tom Brady. I don't care if they do got Gronk. We still gonna beat them.
Now look, check this out. We still got Geno Smith re-signing with the Seahawks. You still got young Cam on the market. So he's still on the market. You got Flacco still on the market.
And I don't pick him up.
You don't know that.
Unless somebody get hurt, ain't nobody picking him up.
True. But, glorified backup Ryan Fitzpatrick decided to have Tua with the team.
Right.
And wants to start. Do you think Tua's going to be the starter? Or Fitzpatrick's going to be the starter?
Personally, I say they should let Tua sit, make sure he's nice and healthy, and just let Ryan Fitzpatrick start.
Hey, you could let him start first half of the season, start screwing up, then you switch to Winston, like they did with him and Winston. So we shall see. True. But he is excited to happen with the team. He did a little piece interview on ESPN where he's like, hey, it is what it is. They found their guy. That's who they like. I'm excited to have him with the team, take him under my wing, and do it the best.
So sweet.
So we may see a little bit of, when the season comes back, Fitzmagic as the starter quarterback, or Tua. Because I got a feeling Josh Rosen may get the boot. He may get practice squad. The former number one first round pick.
Well, let's see it.
So, we shall see what happens within. Aldon Smith has been reinstated by the NFL. Hasn't played since 2015. Yeah.
I want to know how that's going to work.
Well, he joined in the Cowboys, right?
He is joining the Cowboys. I'm just saying he ain't played in, 5 years, you saying?
Yeah, 5 years. And I think he's just like, I think he got a good mindset going into it being reinstated. So yeah, he got a good mindset, but he want to show everybody that he can still rush the quarterback.
Well, I'm excited to see it.
You know what? I'm excited to see. Like, I'm not a Tampa Bay fan, but I would like to see Gronk and Tom Brady, especially since Gronk had lost, so he's down to 240, and he hasn't been down past 260 since his senior year of high school, or since high school.
Wow.
He's been 260 or above. So let's see what that is and how they're gonna use Grunt, because you got OJ Howard and Cameron Brate for the Tampa Bay. They're gonna use three tight ends or three main tight ends basically.
Well, let's see it. Let's see how it's gonna go. I'm excited.
And then Jarvis Landry apparently was injured, had an off-season hip surgery this past off-season
Yes, he did.
that nobody really knew about.
I mean, I knew about like Odell having a hip issue. I didn't know about Landry.
I think they went together because they best friends and whatnot.
They like brothers.
Yeah. Brothers of the catch. Brothers of the one-arm fingertip.
Yes, sir.
But, we'll give you more news, updates, conversation, music, all next week. But if you missed this show, you can catch Briana Marrae and myself, Donte Payne, on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We will be there. But until then, we'll catch you guys later.
See y'all.
I was going to say, she ain't going to say see y'all. Ooh, she's so wrong.
See y'all. Have a good week.
Ciao.
We're making it through this pandemic slowly. Peace out.